Alright guys, here we are. I just shot my New Mexico bull elk, and we want to take a minute to show you guys how we like to quarter him out and get him out of here. So as you can see, we started by skinning him. We just went straight down the backbone. I'm not caping this bull for any type of mount, so we just peeled off both sides, skinned all the way around him, and now we're ready to remove the front shoulder and the back quarter. So we're about 2 miles from the truck. That's why we like to quarter them out and put them on the backpack and get out of here. All right, we're going to start with the front shoulder. You can see we've already skinned all the way around it. You know, most important thing is getting the hide off the meat. The meat's the most important part to us, so we want to get it cool as quickly as possible. So we've skinned him. We're going to lift up the front shoulder and just kind of follow the shoulder blade, and that thing will pop off. There's no joints on the front shoulder or anything keeping it, just the shoulder blade itself and the ligaments and tendons. Alright, so we're just gonna start out by just lifting the front shoulder. This bull, he gave us a heck of a chase, and he's a little stiff right now, so it's gonna be tough to lift him up. Normally it's a little easier than this. And if you have a buddy, it's great. If not, just do it yourself. Lift that up, use your knife to just start cutting away at it. See that peel right off? Just cut that membrane. Just as you pull, just keep cutting. See that? Peels right up. Let's go ahead and be careful. Run your knife right through that. I kind of like to keep it right against the shoulder blade. It's pretty heavy. Let's go ahead and follow it all the way to the spine. Again, if you're doing it by yourself, just let that pull against it and just cut it. That's going to peel right off the back. Oh, it's heavy. That's why we hunt, is to get the meat. One thing I've been doing lately is packing a tarp. It's just a little 5x7 tarp. It hardly weighs anything, takes a little space in the backpack, but gives you a nice place. Keep your meat clean, let that air out. We'll go ahead and do the back quarter. Now we're gonna go to the hind quarter. This is the big part. You get a lot of steak meat here, a lot of your roast. It peels off pretty easy, but there is a joint in there. I'm pretty tired from doing that first one. Again, this one's a little stiff, so when I lift it, you can see it doesn't really give much, but I've got to lift it and really push that way and just start slowly cutting. So we'll go ahead and try to get started. Same thing like the front shoulder. If you come around here, you can see what's holding it together. Normally you want to get right under there, but man, it's stiff. I might need some help from the cameraman.
I can't do that. I gotta run the camera.
See if you can even just get it a little bit. Okay, that'll let me start. I like to cut down towards the hip bone. Keep as much meat on there as you can. There we go. You want to miss the guts. Okay. Right now we've got it started. It's starting to open up a little bit. I can just start cutting away at that. Just follow the grain right there. Again, I like to get those tendons broke. Don't want to get into the guts, but it's got the main artery up here. You can usually tell what's holding it. You just run your blade through there. Be careful. This is the ball joint right here. I like to get around that. Go high up there. You just kind of peel that off. Keep as much meat as possible on there. Just carve around that joint. See the ball right there. The weight of the muscle is helping it pull back and show me where to cut. Alright. This joint right, there's a little knot right here. It gets me every time. I like to follow the bone up and kind of feel for it with your thumb. See that? Then you come back down towards the spine. Alright, it's working out good. Just cut right towards the bone. Again, we want to leave as much meat on there as we can. This is prime meat. May not have done the best job up here, but boy, it was stiff. See that bone? So I'll peel that meat right off of it. Come look around this joint. See how I followed down, saved as much of that good meat as possible. Just run your blade down that. Okay, this is where it's tricky, because I'm just one guy. I know I look really tough right now, but that's pretty heavy. I can't lift it with one arm. So I'm just going to slowly peel it away and maybe get Casey to help me out here in a second. Just follow that spine. See how that just peels off? We're just about ready to pull it off, and usually I've got somebody to help me do this.
I'm gonna set the camera down and help him. He's just got that one little layer to cut right here, but it thing probably weighs 70 pounds. So
yeah, and we butchered the tendon that usually uses a handle, but unfortunately we axed that on accident. All right, this thing is heavy, so I think I can just do it myself, and it's gonna fall right in my lap. I mean, you can see the meat just peeling off that bone. Okay, I can feel it coming. It's coming soon. All right, I'll lift it. Casey, why don't you finish that? Oh boy. Oh, that is heavy. Look at that. We did a great job, I think. I mean, when you're out here in the backcountry, we don't have the convenience of just dragging an elk out whole, hanging it in a barn and skinning it out there. When we're hunting back here, we've got to quarter it out. But taking care of the meat's #1 priority to us. You can see we did a pretty good job. Take off some of these pine needles. That's how you remove the quarters off an elk. It goes the same for most all big game. You start the front, the back, and if you guys like that video, if you want to see us take off the back straps, we're going to do that next. Oh man, I'm tired. It's hard work, but it sure is worth it. Look at all that good meat. I don't know if you can get it much cleaner than that back here. You did a good job. Thanks for watching.